Yes, hi there. I'm just trying to get a hold of, I think it was a Pat Wyton. He's a professional standards unit.
I can get you over to his voicemail. I don't believe he's in today. Is his voicemail okay?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much.
Okay, hold on.
You've reached the desk of Sergeant Pat Wyton with the Boulder Police Department Office of Professional Standards. I'm sorry I can't take your call right now, but please leave a message and I will call you back as soon as I can. My normal work schedule is Monday through Thursday, 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. Thank you.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Yes, hello there. This is a follow-up message for the professional standards unit. Mr. Wyton there. I think that's you. This is William Montgomery. I had left you a voicemail last night. I can be reached here at 970-825-4421 or 970-412-5463. My brother is David Montgomery. He can be reached at 970-239-1580. So we have every single thing audio recorded and a little bit of video from the very beginning of the event up until we talked with dispatch and got forwarded to the sergeant that was on the scene there. We talked to her briefly on the phone. Sergeant Vanderleest, I believe. And that's the juiciest, most ugliest audio ever. I kid you not. We are literally turning that into the UN for treason. She literally, she let us get down to the bottom of it, of asking our questions. And we said, so is that private drive, the one that said no city maintenance, is that's a street? And she's like, yes.
City owned.
City owned. She actually said it was city owned. So, okay, real quick, let's go over this because you need to know this. Private drive in North Glen, I told you briefly there, Marketplace. We got picked up on their panhandling statute 941. There's a private drive in Federal Heights that my brother was on in front of Safeway there. Got picked up on another panhandling statute there. Westminster, there's a private drive on 9400 in Sheridan. We got picked up there as well. All those were panhandling statutes that said road. In fact, they were a little bit more specific. You had to actually step out in the road or be on a median in the road. Yes, it said median. And guess what? They all dropped. They all dropped because we came prepared. We actually had all this stuff in the streets, and sometimes we tried to stop it. Other times, we actually walked them through it, because we were so sick of it. So, but this one, we actually tried to stop it because we actually needed that time to go help ourselves and get some needs met on the private drives and so forth. And so what we're letting you guys know is that we're literally turning around, and within the week, we're filing our 42 USC for this one. It's out of order from all of our others, but it's such an easy one. It actually proves all of our other cases tenfold. And we're literally sending this to the UN, and we're not going to let you guys have an inch to say that you can bureaucratically argue this in the courts. And so I don't mean to throw any of this contention your way, your internal affairs. You have a very easy job here to do, and I really appreciate you listening to me thus far. Let me just go over it real basic. Your definitions for private drive and street are in your municipal code 7-1-1. Right here it says private driveway means every surface designed for vehicular travel and not owned by a public authority. So that means no street. It's very basic, very obvious. And if you scroll down, this is what we tried to do in the streets with them, but they literally told me that I couldn't get into my cell phone to get this information out. But street here says, street means the entire width between the property boundary lines, like private property boundary lines, of every way publicly maintained. So that's 28th Street, sure. When any part thereof is open to the use of the public for purposes of vehicular travel, and includes without limitation alleys or the entire width of every way declared to be a public highway by any law. And so, look, we've been sent to court with the most asinine, deplorable arguments that are as simple as this. Most of the time we put motions to dismiss. They don't even go to court. Sometimes people are actually stupid enough to go to court and lie and point to places like we're in the map to Airview Park when we're not. And some cops won't even show up to court. Other cops, we've had them ask for our tickets back. We don't give them. So you guys think that you might be the first, or that these cops might be the first. That's what happens every single time. And that's what actually ends up educating us and teaching us our rights. And so, yes, I have a right to be not picked up on a private drive with a statute that says medians on streets only. And by the way, 5-6-16, staying on medians prohibited. A, no person shall stand or be upon a median of any street for longer than is reasonably necessary to cross the street. So that's 2 references. So I'm sorry, I really haven't had breakfast yet today. I'm just kind of grumpy. We didn't really have much of a good night last night, so
because they starved us.
Yeah, we were short on bus fare on the way home, and it's really distraughting. So we don't mean to like bite your head off on this or anything, but we're really concerned that you're going to throw yourself under this same bus as we've seen other internal affairs do, like Denver and so forth. But do keep in mind, we have worked with other internal affairs like Commerce City.
You're approaching the maximum length for a recording. Finish your recording after the tone.
Other internal affairs worked with us very quickly because they knew that it wasn't a fight worth having. So please think about that for a moment. Otherwise, you're probably going to lose your job over this too.
And probably go to jail.
And probably go to prison for conspiracy. Thank you. We'll give you the voicemail soon, or the audio soon.
You've reached the maximum length for a recording. To send this message, press pound or hang up. To play it, 3. To re-record it, 4.